with me to 2006. I'm 10 years old, wearing flare jeans and my favorite light blue hoodie with Snoopy embroidered on the front pocket. I'm standing on the sidewalk down the street from my best friend's house. I'm with her dad. He's holding a clipboard and getting ready to walk away when I tug on his sleeve and ask him, can we please go over it one more time? Okay. Hi, I'm Aryana. This is my friend Byron. We're going around the neighborhood today, knocking on people's doors to see if they have a minute to talk about the community. We're Baha'is. Have you heard about the Baha'i faith? No? Well, the Baha'i faith is an independent world religion started in 1863 by Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah means the glory of God. Baha'u'llah teaches us that religion is revealed in an orderly and progressive way by manifestations of God, like Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad. Are you a Christian? Yes? Well, we believe in Jesus too. We believe that all religions come from the same God, that God is one, and that mankind is one. What do you think? That was the speech that I'd practiced over and over again as a child. To be fair, when you grow up in West Virginia, and you look like I do, you're always prepared to do a little bit of explaining, whether it's about your race, your culture, or, in this case, your religion. I wasn't the only Baha'i child doing some type of explaining. For a period of time, the suggested method of teaching the Baha'i faith was going door to door to spread the message of this new religion. Now, I know we've all had strangers knock on our doors to sell us religion, and I just wanted to tell you what it was like to be on the other side. To prepare, we'd meet at the Baha'i Center to pray, study some writings, and role play. We'd pair off and practice talking to one another, acting out the best-case scenario that would definitely never happen in real life. We'd talk for hours and hours about the Baha'i faith, and even though we were practicing to change another person's life, we somehow ended up changing each other's lives in these conversations. Before we headed off, one of the Baha'is, Howard, would give us pointers on how to knock on people's doors. Now, I need you to imagine Howard. He was a former 1940s insurance salesman. He instructed us to knock on the door, take 2 steps back, let them answer the door, and then just keep stepping back until you're just 2 people having a conversation on the porch. Finally, we'd pile into our cars, drive to one of our neighborhoods, and get started. You can probably guess how that went. Sometimes we get the message flipped on us. I'm a Christian, so let me tell you about Jesus. Sometimes people would pretend not to be there, even when the dog is barking and we could definitely hear them shushing it. No matter what the response was, in between houses, we'd stand on the sidewalk and say a prayer. Byron would pray that the next house would receive us better, and I would pray that the next house would just not answer the door. In the time since then, Baha'is thankfully have stopped going door to door like this. But I am very grateful for that experience. I learned how to talk to anyone about the hardest things. I learned about the unity of humanity by meeting all of those strangers. And in the time since then, I've learned what community building actually means to me. It means engaging in meaningful conversations and forming relationships with those around me. Today, going door to door means walking down the street to pet one of my many neighborhood cats and hopefully running into one of their owners. It means asking my neighbor if I can have a stemmer for aloe for a clumsy burn and then returning with the brownies that caused the burn in the first place. Going door to door means making rounds in the hospital as a medical student to check on my patients. I have practiced communicating with strangers, meeting them where they are, and hopefully one day as a physician, healing them in the process. For me, learning those community building skills was the purpose of knocking on all those doors all along. My hope is that each of you will find your own way of understanding others and building relationships in your communities. Thank you.